These are the problem where you can do. So most of the problems can be represented in terms of the differential equation. So initially the new Isaac Newton's used the differential equation in physical science. So since the time of Isaac Newton, differential equation have been fundamental importance in the application of mathematics to physical science. Differential equation are the heart of analysis. Primary purpose of differential equation to serve a tool for studying change in the physical world. Differential equation have gained increasing the importance in the biology and social science. Importance information concerning the theory of differential equation and its application to all science appearing at increasing rate, leading to an interest in the study of the student of all scientific discipline. Where is the area we can do to study the physical problem, to study the environmental problem, to study the environment industry problem, to study the biological problem, to study the economics and other sciences and nonlinear dynamics related to real world problems. So organization of talk. The basic concept of mathematical first portion I will take the basic concept of mathematical evaluation, and second portion basic concept of mathematical ecology and system biological system. I'm not going to this part. I'm going to this part only. Then what is the mathematical modeling? How we can use the mathematics to solve the real world problems. So that is known as the mathematical modeling. Basic concept is mathematical modeling is a discipline which help us in shaping the real world problem into the mathematical modeling and solving them. So mathematical modeling help to design the real world problem in mathematical in terms of the mathematical modeling. Then we can solve them and predict them. So imagine this one. So fundamental concept of mathematical modeling. What is this? Imagine this. What is this? Just guess one guess. This is the mango trees. Okay. This is the mango trees, and there are two person. One is businessman and another one is botanist. One is biologist and another is businessman and biologist or botanist. So you think object is same mango trees. Businessman, what the businessman think about the mango trees? मैंगो ट्री के बारे में बिजनेसमैन क्या सोचता है और बायोलॉजिस्ट क्या मैंगो ट्री के बारे में सोचता है, ये थोड़ा सा आप गेस करें. व्हाट मैंगो बिजनेसमैन थिंक अबाउट द मैंगो ट्री. ओके, तो जस्ट इमेजिन a businessman think they have the view about the mango trees, it is a wealth. मतलब हम इसको सेल करके पैसे कमा सकते हैं. इट इज ऑर्चर्ड एंड टिम्बर, बहुमूल्य लकड़ियां इससे मिल सकती हैं जिससे हम फर्नीचर का काम कर सकते हैं. They think about this one, about the mango tree. It create the wealth, it create the orchard, it create the timber. And what the biologists think about the mango tree? Mango trees. Okay, so biologists think about it is a living thing, a large plant, a nutritious food. They think about the protein, a lot of things is a large plant है, एक living thing है, इसके बारे में think है. Object is same, but the person have the different idea about same object. What is their requirement? According to that, they think same thing happen in the mathematical modeling. See, concept view are the same object are different. The same is true with the mathematical modeling. So same thing happening in the mathematical modelings. What is our aim? What is our objective to find in a real world problems? So first we decide the what is our need. According to that, we can incorporate our assumption. We can impose the natural law, physical law in that real world problems. That is the main basic concept about the mathematical models. See, so what is the trends is going on the social media? You can see, you can find this such type of example. Techniques for showing the function by practical example. Suppose f of x represent as the centaur. Half portion of the body is horse and head and hands are main. Okay, head are main and half whole body is as a less like a horse, that represent the f of x. Then the f inverse of x, it should be ये head is horse and the other part of the body is male. So we can, from this example, we can imagine f of x and f inverse x, how we can represent the function Suppose this one is represented fx and this is f inverse. Similarly, see, if f of x is a sketch of a woman, then f of inverse x become a just like a dot. The transformation, how it can transformation like that, and is f of x is represented a squirrel, then f inverse x is can be represented in terms of the, we can represent with the help of the this figure, this becomes a horse. And see, f of x represent as a bread and g of x represent as a omelette. Then f of gx, what it can represent, bread, omelette inside the bread. Okay, then g of fx represent as the bread inside the omelette. See this example. F of x is represented pizza. Nowadays the students are taking too much like this, pizza and burger. Then f of x represented a pizza and g of x is a pine. So pineapple. So f of gx is pineapple inside the pizza and f g of fx is pineapple sorry, pizza on the pineapple. Now according to composition, black and white cat. Black and white, a g f represent the black cat and g represent the white cat, then this is equal to h black and white. F of composition, f of gx is equal to hx represent as a black and white cat. Similarly, this figure I can taken on the social media, some social media. D of dx of hen is equal to egg and integration of hen is represent as the hen. So circle of the parabola, like just one you can imagine, to belly of a two mans, just like x square upon a square minus y square upon b square is equal to 1. And some cartoon. Okay. Hi Dr. Elizabeth, yes, ooh, I accidentally took the Fourier transformation of my cat. Meow. Just like you can see this cartoon I've taken from the some newspaper, and this is the relation between the physics and mathematics. That is the mathematical physics. Without math does not existence of physics. So mathematics is the language of physics. Okay, from this figure we can see that you cut the, there is a one threads that it tie up with the physics and the mathematics. You cut the math, then what is the physics fall down. So there is a mathematics and physics are complement to each other. Okay, so without mathematics you can't express the physics. Okay, so zero, व्हाट इज द जीरो? जीवन में अपना व्यक्ति सुन रखिए ताकि कोई उसमें कुछ भी घटा ना सके, परंतु जिसके साथ खड़े हो जाएं उसकी कीमत 10 गुना बढ़ जाएगी. इट इज द प्रॉपर्टीज ऑफ जीरो. वी कैन इमेजिन दिस थिंग आर गोइंग ऑन द सोशल मीडिया. सो लाइफ, व्हाट इज द लाइफ? लाइफ इज इंटीग्रेशन ऑफ रेशियो ऑफ हैप्पीनेस एंड टाइम with respect to time, limit from birth to death. This can be, this is the represented as the life. How you can integrate the life? And this, from this figure you can say that our prime minister, so yoga se hoga. Every moment of our body can be represented in terms of the, in the terms of the mathematics. Physical activity that can be represented in terms of the mathematics. From this figure we can say that if we represent as a this kind of thing, this represent y is equal to x, and this can be represented y is equal to x. If you are doing the yoga just like exercise, then every moment that can be represented in terms of the mathematics. That is the y is equal to x cube, y is equal to sin x, and y is equal to cos x, y is equal to tan x, y is equal to cot x, y is equal to 1 upon x, y is equal to minus 1 upon x, y is equal to mod x, y is equal to minus mod x, y is equal to minus x, y is equal to log x on base a, y is equal to a power x, x square plus y is equal to a square. From every moment of our hand, we can represent as the sum in terms of the mathematics. So nowadays the trends is going on, the happiness, happy new year 2024. This thing is going on the social media. This can, you can find it 2024. Wish for best wishes to happy new year. It is going on the social media. And suppose I wish could use b square minus 4ac greater than or equal to 0. Want people to check whether they are real or not. Can we check this with the help of this formula? People are real or not? This thing is going on the social media. So see, आप सही हो सकते हो, लेकिन मात्र आपके सही होने से सामने वाला गलत नहीं हो सकता. This is the 6 or 9. So one face represented as 6, another face represented as the 9. So both can be right. So it is depends on you on which side you see the, from which side you see the an object. These things will also in the mathematical modeling will happen also in the mathematical modelings. So I am just giving the one problem, then I will start the main topic. So suppose there are 9 points in such a way that in space, okay, in floating point 9 points like that only. So now there are in such patterns. Question is that we have 4 straight line to join this point in such a way that no two straight line intersect at a point. So I will give the only give you the 3 to 4 minutes, 4 to 5 minutes to solve this problem. Then I will show the answer. Then you can check how we can joining. You have only 4 straight lines joining this 9 point in such way that no two point no two line intersect each other. Just I giving the 5 minutes. I'm waiting. Then I will show the answer. Just try it yourself. ट्राई करें आप लोग इसको सॉल्व करने के लिए कैसे कर सकते हैं. I will show the answer. Okay, just try it. This is the basic concept of the mathematical modeling. This create the your perception about how you can think about a object. Okay. See how you can think, how you can solve this one. This is the answer of this one. Is a floating point in space. How we can think? You have to start from this journey like that only. You go beyond these things. Some person thinking about this point only. Just try to joining these 2 points. But you have to, for joining these points and follow the above condition, you just think beyond these points. That is the main things that you have to change your perception. What is your need? You have to think beyond that your objective. Then you can find the your answer. See, from this point we start and then go beyond this one, then you go to this one. Just like you can see, just you want to go to Bombay and you are not find able to, there is no ticket availability, then you can choose your ticket before the 3-4 stop before, then you can find the your beyond your journey source to destination. You can select your select destination beyond your destination, then you can find the tickets. That is your, that you can that way you can find one solution. मैं टिकट मिल गया, अब हम जा सकते हैं, हमको वेटिंग करने की जरूरत नहीं है. तो उस तरह से आपको ऑब्जेक्ट से, जो आपका ऑब्जेक्टिव उससे थोड़ा ऊपर सोचना पड़ेगा, उसी पर फोकस नहीं रहना है, तब आप अपने क्वेश्चन का आंसर पा सकते हो. दिस परसेप्शन इंक्लूडेड इन द मैथमेटिकल मॉडल्स. सो परसेप्शन क्रिएट द रियलिटी. व्हाट वी थिंक, परसेप्शन क्रिएट द रियलिटी. परसेप्शन से ही हमारा रियलिटी समझ में आता है कि इसको क्या करना चाहिए. देखिए, वन पर्सन थिंक अबाउट दी हनी जस्ट लाइक ए हनी, मतलब उसको शहद मिल रहा है. अनदर पर्सन, ये चीज इज वेरी डेंजरस, वी फार अवे टू हिम, नहीं तो अदरवाइज हमें बाइक कर लेगी, डंक मार देगी हमको, ये सर. तो ये दोनों चीजें, दोनों पहलू, बोथ फेज आर इम्पोर्टेंस. ओके, सो आपको दोनों तरीके से सोचना है, दोनों पहलू को लेके चलना है, ताकि हमारा बेस्ट परसेप्शन क्रिएट हो. अदरवाइज आप एक ही कुछ हनी के लेने के हाथ डाल के निकाल लिए, डंक मार दिया उस आदमी. तो ऐसे चीजें, बहुत सारी चीजें एग्जाम्पल आपको रियल लाइफ मिलेगा जहां से आप मतलब अपनी परसेप्शन को क्रिएट कर सकते हैं। सो मैसेज है ओनली आफ्टर द लास्ट ट्री हैज बीन कट डाउन, थिंक अबाउट दी, मतलब एक ट्री बचा वो भी कट गया, द लास्ट ट्री हैज बीन पॉइजनस, और लास्ट रिवर भी पॉइजनस हो गया, मतलब उसमें हो गया, लास्ट पीस कट और लास्ट पीस भी कैचअप हो गया, मतलब पकड़ा गए, देन ओनली देन वी फाइंड देन मनी कैन नॉट बी टेन, तो हम पाते हैं कि सिर्फ मेरे पास मनी ही अवेलेबल है और जो कि मनी से हम खा नहीं सकते हैं, तो हमें क्या करना चाहिए, वी हैव टू गो टू द ट्री प्लांटेशन, गो ग्रीन, तो हमें ट्री प्लांटेशन करना चाहिए, दिस इज द our India government message, so we have to make a tree plantation so that our beautiful environment, our beautiful earth become a greenery, okay, so just like a green, thank you, and now the session begin, अब main important portion शुरू होता है, this is the one trailer of my talks, now I'll start the main topic, mathematical modeling with the physical problems. So with the help of one physical problems, I will try to show the one each and every step of the mathematical modelings. So I just give the basic idea about the mathematical modelings. So why modeling is required? Why the modeling? Fundamental quantity way to understand, analyze the complex system and phenomena. Already I have explained that every real world, for most of the real world problems are very complex. So that the analytical solution for that problem is not easy to find. So you have to use the modeling techniques to analyze that complex system. So mathematical modelings complement to theory and experiment and often integrate them, becoming widespread in computational physics, chemistry, mechanism, and biology everywhere. What are the goal of the modeling study? Okay, appreciation of board use the modeling hands-on experience with the simulation techniques. So before going to the doing the mathematical modelings, you should know these some computational techniques. MSc student, I think, he study numerical simulation, bisection method, regular falsi method, Newton-Raphson method, or is Jacobi method. All those techniques we have studied. So you should know about the techniques how we can use in our report to solve their problems. Develop the communication skill working the practical professional. And see mathematical modeling क्या? Mathematical modeling seeks to gain an understanding of science through the use of mathematical model and computer science. Mathematical modeling is just like a teamwork. If you are belong to computer science, mathematics and science. Mathematics science means physical word, that is physical. इसको आप physical mathematics for the physical words means suppose if we are dropping a pen, then it hits the ground. This is the physical gravitational force working on this pen. Okay, so this is the natural law. ऐसा नहीं कि हम थ्रो करेंगे नीचे में तो ऊपर जाएगा, ऐसा नहीं है, ये ऊपर की तरफ जाएगा पेन, ऐसा नहीं है, तो ये फिजिकल लॉ हो गया, जिसको आप फिजिकल लॉ बोलते हैं, इसको साइंस करेंगे, मतलब कोई भी आप मॉडल डेवलप करते हो दैट मस्ट बी फॉलो द फिजिकल लॉ, फिजिकल एजम्पशन जो भी होगा उसको फॉलो करना पड़ेगा. सो देन यू हैव टू नो द अबाउट द कंप्यूटर प्रोग्रामिंग, दैट इज कंप्यूटर साइंस. द मैथमेटिकल मॉडलिंग, computer science plus mathematics plus science, that is physics, natural law, you should know about this thing, then you can do the mathematical modeling. Mathematical modeling involves teamwork. So all these knowledge you have to know, you have to have. So mathematical modeling complement but does not replace the theory and experiment in scientific research. मैथमेटिकल मॉडलिंग रिप्लेस नहीं करती थियरी और एक्सपेरिमेंट को, एक कंप्लीमेंट है, ठीक है, एक्सपेरिमेंट एंड थियरी एंड देन कंप्यूटेशन. देन मैथमेटिकल मॉडलिंग इज often used in place of experiment when experiment are too large, are too expensive, are too dangerous, are too time consuming. Then you can use the mathematical modeling. Mathematical modeling can be useful in what if they study, that is example, investigate the use of pathogen, virus, bacteria to control the insect population. Nowadays a lot of mathematical modeling is going on the coronavirus. Okay, then based upon that we can IT Kanpur reflect the knowledge, the third wave comes, second wave comes, based upon the mathematical modeling. Mathematical modeling is a modern tool for scientific investigation. So mathematical modeling is where it is occurs in the seismology, drug design, climate modeling, manufacturing, economics, medicine, environment, biology, material science, along with the mathematical physics. Okay. So first we analyze, then predict. Okay. So it has the emerge as a powerful investment tool for studying variety of problems, scientific research, and product and process development and manufacture. So सी मैथमेटिकल मॉडलिंग एप्लीकेशन ऑफ मैथमेटिकल स्प्रेडनेस ऑफ डिजीज. आप देख पा रहे होंगे कोरोना वायरस में भी मैथमेटिकल मॉडलिंग बहुत सारा डेवलप किए गए, जिसको उसमें एसिम्प्टोमेटिक सारे चीज फैक्टर को लेकर मॉडल डेवलप किए. देन प्लानिंग ऑफ अर्बन सिटी, हाईवे ट्रैफिक मैनेजमेंट, स्टॉक मार्केट, आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस. अभी चैट जीपीटी का इस्तेमाल हो रहा है ना, आर्टिफिशियल एआई का इस्तेमाल हो रहा है चैट जीपीटी से. आप कुछ भी डालते हो अपने आता, अभी चैट जीपीटी से न्यूज न्यूज प्रसारण हो रहा है, ब्रॉडकास्टिंग ऑफ द न्यूज विद द हेल्प ऑफ द एआई. मतलब आपको चैट जीपीटी से बहुत सारे काम हो रहे हैं, ऐसे सारी बहुत सारी चीजें हैं. तो बिहाइंड दैट देयर इज ए मैथमेटिकल मॉडलिंग. सो सम एग्जांपल, population ecology, predator prey model, that the that can be written in terms of the mathematical models. I'm not going to detail of that things. So just I'm giving these things can be represented, already represented in terms of the mathematical models. Then tumor growth, how the tumor growth. Mathematical model have developed describe the tumor progression, help predict their response to the therapy. मतलब उसका response कैसा होगा उस थेरेपी को एक्सप्लेन करने के लिए मैथमेटिकल मॉडलिंग इस्तेमाल होता है. Then electrophysiology of cells. In 1915, the Hodgkin and Helix introduced the first model to design the reproduce cell membranes action potential. They won the Nobel Prize for this work and sparked a new field of mathematics that is known as the excitable system. And then microbiology, immunology, in this, and then biological pattern formation. Okay, then industry, everywhere mathematical modeling is going on. And then roadmap of the human brain, इसको एमआरआई करते हो ना, सबके पीछे रीजन कहीं ना कहीं मैथमेटिक्स है. एंड द क्लाइमेट मॉडलिंग, मेन पोर्शन ऑफ द मैथमेटिकल मॉडलिंग. सो मैथमेटिकल मॉडलिंग प्रोसेस, सी ईच एंड एवरी स्टेप. Okay, first you have collect the real world problems. First portion, the main portion of the mathematical modeling, you just go through the real world problems. What is our challenge, what is the problem, just think about them and simplify it, and then make the working models. Some with the some assumption you have to make this model, and working model रहना चाहिए. इसको नेचुरल लॉ होल्ड होना चाहिए, अदरवाइज वो वर्किंग मॉडल नहीं होगा. जैसे हम पेन को ड्रॉप करें तो नीचे ही आएगा, उस पर ग्रेविटेशनल फोर्स वर्क करेगा, वेलोसिटी होगी, डिस्टेंस होगा. तो ये सब चीजें नेचुरल, मतलब आपको फिजिकल लॉ है जिस पे वर्क करेंगे, इतने वेरिएबल्स उस पे वर्क करेंगे. तो ये सब चीजें माइंड में रखते हुए आपको एजम्पशन को इम्पोज करना पड़ेगा. ठीक है. देन वर्किंग मॉडल, देन इट रिप्रेजेंट इन टर्म्स ऑफ द मैथमेटिकल मॉडल. देन यू हैव टू choose the some parameters, choose the some variable, some constant, then it converts it in the mathematical models. जैसे आपने इंटर लेवल या हाई स्कूल या बिलो 8th स्टैंडर्ड, you have already saw that जैसे न्यूटन लॉ ऑफ मोशन. ओके, गति का नियम आपने पढ़ा हुआ, न्यूटन लॉ ऑफ मोशन, वहां पे मैथमेटिकल टर्म्स, वो एक मैथमेटिकल मॉडल है. ठीक है. सो उसको ट्रांसलेट करेंगे, देन यू हैव टू make the computational models, then you have to write the computational programming based upon the mathematical models, then simulate it, then you have to simulate it and then find the result and conclusion, then interpret it with the real world situations. So we have to first you have to find the result, then think about the real world problems. So if it is satisfying the your findings satisfy the real world, then stop. Otherwise you just impose some more assumption or simplify some assumption, they repeat the whole process. So one by one I will try to show with the help of the one example physical problems, each step I will show. So identify the real world, this okay. So perform background research, focus on the workable problem. First, what you want to study, just think about that. Based upon that, first you have to collect some research background related to that objective, what you want. So please think about that. First you collect the research background, or just think about the research background and collect the problems, and then conduct investigation if applicable. If it is required lab, then you investigate it in the lab. Then learn the use of computational tool, MATLAB, Mathematica, Excel, Java, and Python. Nowadays, a lot of the programming is going on. So a lot of the open resource software are available by which you can analyze your models. So understand the current activities and predict the future. So what do you want to study? Just think about the literature available till date regarding to your objective. Okay, that is the create the base for the their research. Then you can predict their future behavior regarding your models. Okay, so I am taking the falling a rock. I rock fall down this one. So the rock. Then what is the determine the motion of rock drop from height h above the ground with initial velocity p. So we are taking the assumption. Then a discrete model. Find the position and the velocity of the rock above the ground at the equally space-time t0, t1, t2. Example, t0 equal to 0 second, t1 is equal to 1 second, t2 is equal to 2 second, and like that only. So we are imagining that t0, t1, t2, tn. And then working model. Okay, now the second is working model. Identify and select the factor, describe the important aspect of your problem, determine those factor that can be neglected. उस फैक्टर को भी आप डिटरमाइन करें जो कि हम नेग्लेक्ट कर सकते हैं, उसकी जरूरत नहीं है. सो स्टेट सिंप्लीफाइंग एजम्पशन को सिंप्लीफाई करें, डिटरमाइन द गवर्निंग प्रिंसिपल दैट इज फिजिकल लॉ. तो यू थिंक अबाउट द फिजिकल लॉ. ओके, आइडेंटिफाइड द मॉडल वेरिएबल एंड इंटर रिलेशनशिप. ये सारी चीज क्या क्या पॉसिबिलिटी हो सकती है उस जो आप प्रॉब्लम लिए हैं. जैसे मॉडल, जैसे वर्किंग मॉडल हमने लिया है, स्टोन फॉलिंग स्टोन को लिया है, तो उससे रिलेटेड हम सारी चीजों को फोकस करें. इसलिए आप कोई भी प्रॉब्लम लेके उसके बारे में सोच सकते हैं. तो गवर्निंग प्रिंसिपल क्या है? डिस्प्लेसमेंट इज इक्वल टू वेलोसिटी इनटू टाइम एंड वेलोसिटी इज इक्वल टू एक्सीलरेशन इनटू टाइम. दिस इज द गवर्निंग, दिस इज द फंडामेंटल रूल, सिंप्लीफाई रूल. ओके, सो सिंप्लीफाइंग एजम्पशन, ग्रेविटी इज द ओनली द फोर्स एक्टिंग ऑन द बॉडी एंड फ्लैट अर्थ है, नो ड्रैग, नो रेजिस्टेंस है, या रेजिस्टेंस है. मॉडल वेरिएबल्स आर एच, बी, जी, टी, एक्स एंड वी. एंड रॉक्स पोजीशन, velocity above the ground will be modeled at a discrete time t0, t1, t2 until rock hits the ground. So we think about this one. Until the rock hits the ground, we take the data between these t0, t1, t2, t3, and like that only. Then now come to the models. Then we have to use this one, then it converted in the models. So express the working model in mathematical terms and write down the mathematical equation whose describes the working model. अब जो है उसमें जिस पे आपको मॉडल मैथमेटिकल मिल गया. In general, the success of mathematical model depends on how easy it is used and how accurately it is predicted. So simple, you have to create the simple mathematical model that can be used and this can be predicted accurately. So we have to think about that. Okay, so just think, you drop down at t second, its displacement is x naught and velocity is v naught. At t1 second, its displacement is x1 and velocity v1. At t2, its displacement is x2 and t2, and so on. At tn, its velocity its displacement is xn and velocity vn. So t initially t0 is equal to 0, x0 is equal to s, and v is equal to v. So t1 is equal to t0 plus delta t. Then x1 is equal to x0 plus v0 into delta t, and v1 is equal to x0 minus g into delta t. Okay, similarly t2 is equal to, at t2 is equal to t1 plus delta t, x2 is equal to x1 plus v1 into delta t, v2 is equal to v1 into minus g into delta t. Okay, so computational models. So computational model, what change the mathematical model into form of a suitable computational model like this only. So you can change computational model. So just check the existence of uniqueness solution. So first you have to check the model exists or not. There are some conditions. under which the model exists. Okay, so give the positive solution. So you have to first decide the what criteria, under which criteria the model give the solution, just to check, and choose the numerical method. You have to choose the appropriate numerical method. Suppose if you are choosing the bisection method and neutral Raphson method, sometimes neutral Raphson method, it's give the solution in one or two step. Okay, one two iteration it give the solution, but in the bisection method it give the maybe 4, 5, 8, 9 iterations for same problems. So you have to choose the appropriate method. This is a basic concept. Choice of the algorithm. Then you have to choose the appropriate algorithm. Then you have to use the software what you want. Python, MATLAB, जो भी आपको आता है वो इस्तेमाल कर सकते हैं मॉडल को स्टडी करने के लिए. Then computational model. Change the mathematical model into a farm suitable computational model. Use the help of the Excel, MATLAB, mathematical language, Python, all those things we have to use to convert it to the computational model into the mathematical model. Mathematical model into computational solution. So see, we are using this pseudocode. Input B is initial velocity, H is height, initial height, G is acceleration due to gravity, delta T is time step, I max maximum number of step, output Ti is equal to T value at time step I, Xi height at time Ti, Bi velocity at time Ti. So see, initialization set Ti is equal to T0 is equal to 0, Bi is equal to B0 is equal to B, Xi is equal to X0 is equal to X, and print Ti, Xi, Bi. Time step I is equal to 1 and I max, set Ti is equal to Ti plus delta T, set Xi is equal to Xi plus B into delta T, set Bi is equal to B1 minus Z into delta 2. You have to use this formula, then print Ti, Xi, and Bi. If Xi is less than or equal to, that means displacement becomes zero. The stone hit the ground surface, then displacement becomes zero. Then set Xi is equal to 0, then quit. Okay, so जब stop कर देंगे जैसे hit करता है, then you see the result. Okay, computation model after the result draw the conclusion. Okay, then we find the some conclusion. Then we can see this show the phase part rate diagram. With the help of diagram we can find the hidden reality of the model. So verify your computer program, use check cases, explore the range of validity. Graphs, chart, other visualization tool are used in summarizing the result and drawing the conclusion. तो हम ग्राफ चार्ट और बहुत सारी चीज़ें इस्तेमाल कर सकते हैं न्यूमेरिकल सिमुलेशन के लिए, कंप्यूटेशन के लिए, जिसके बेसिस पे हम रिजल्ट को एक उसकी हिडन रियलिटी को फाइंड कर सकते हैं, एक प्रिडिक्शन कर सकते हैं. सी with the help of these graphs, see this one is the height stone drop down, downward velocity work करेगी और velocity represent the green color and acceleration red color. Okay, and the height represent in terms of the blue colors. Okay, the same thing is here. The G second line, first line represent as the height, second line red line represent in the acceleration of gravity, and third line velocity. The acceleration everywhere -10 is working, and first the height is 105 and then it decreases when the stone try to hit the ground. So we can see that we are taking in the screenshot of 3 points, 3 discrete points at initially at high velocity v is equal to 0, height 105 and acceleration is -10. Then what is scenario? Then after 65, height is 65 and then velocity is -20. Then it is like that 25, height is 25 -10, then -40, then up to stone hit the ground, then we are taking the data. So for that we can imagine what is the actual scenario of this falling rock. Okay, so interpreted conclusion, compare with the real world problem behavior. So now we come to this step, interpreted the result. If the model results do not agree with the physical reality or experimental data, examine the working model, relax assumption, and repeat the modeling. If if your conclusion will not give the satisfactory answer, then you have impose some assumption, or draw the some assumption and impose some new assumption, then simplify and then follow the all step. Okay, then we can find the or suitable answer. Often the modeling process proceed through the several iteration until the model is acceptable. जब तक आपका एक्यूरेसी नहीं आ जाता है तब तक आप उसमें इम्पोज करें, कुछ इनिशियल कंडीशन चेंज करें, तो हम उसको पा सकते हैं, अपने सुटेबल आंसर पे आ सकते हैं, ठीक है, जो हमें चाहिए. सो फॉलिंग डैकिंग से हमने क्या सीखा? टू क्रिएट ए मोर रियलिस्टिक मॉडल ऑफ फॉलिंग डैक, सम ऑफ द सिंप्लीफाइंग एजम्पशन could be dropped. Example, incorporate drag depends on shape of the rock is proportional to velocity. Improvement discriminant improve क्या कर सकते हैं? Approximate velocity in the midpoint of time interval instead of the beginning. Midpoint पे ले सकते हैं. Reduce the size of delta t. Then our model can give the better solution. Then we repeat the whole process like that. Okay, this is the main process of the doing the mathematical modelings. So these are the books, mathematical modelings. Okay, M.M. Marchist and Daniel P. Paki, mathematical modeling and computation C11, and Thompson and Paki, and then Edward A. Then A. Edward की book है, and Introduction to Mathematical Modeling. These are the basic books by which can know the we can gain the knowledge of the mathematical modelings. And thank you. Any query? You're most welcome. Sir, Amit sir.
Yes, sir.
My side is over. If the audience have some query, please ask me.
If any student wants to ask any questions with sir, then please, the session is open for the question and answer.
Anybody?
So actually the student is from the undergraduate and postgraduate.
No issue. I am just for that purpose I am making the slide. Some social media. They are वो social media इस्तेमाल कर रहे होंगे ना.
But though, if the students who is studying in the PG in MSc, if they are interested, then definitely they can ask some question regarding the research, because after the MSc, if he's interested for the higher education.
Most welcome. If anybody have regarding they want to some knowledge about the research and after MSc, or they have any kind of query related to your career, they can ask me.
So I think that there is no question. So lastly, this is the session for the vote of thanks. And so I would like to express our sincere gratitude to Dr. Sardananda Rao sir, Associate Professor, Department of Mathematics, NIT Raipur, who accepted our invitation, and he delivered a very fabulous and interesting lecture regarding the mathematical physics and its application through the mathematical modeling. So with the bottom of heart, sir, again, I am very thankful to you that you present here and deliver the lecture. And we hope that in the future, we will deliver some more lectures by which the rural background students and those students who will join across the country will benefit from your side.
Okay.
So again, thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Amit.
Okay, sir.
Thank you so much for inviting me. So should I leave?
Yeah, sir. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. So, Dr. Rathod, sir, shall I stop?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Dr. Mani, sir. Yeah, Dr. Mani, sir. Sir, are you here, sir? Okay. So, thank you, sir. Thank you to all the colleges from the Nagpur and the Paranda by giving some great consent by which I can arrange such a great interactive lecture for the students. and we hope that all the colleges will gather together for more lectures. Thank you very much.
Thank you.